So for this one, you don't need like the full on knock knock intro. You don't have to do that. So you would just say, for me, hi, my name is Laree, and I'm gonna be performing donning and doffing PPE. Supplies needed for this skill will be gown, gloves, and a barrier for the table. No matter what skill you do, you always want a barrier for the counter or the bedside table, okay? So, you have your barrier on the table. You have your gown. Now, you guys, typically the gown will be folded in a package, okay? You have your gloves, okay? So you would sanitize your hands, okay? Pick your gown up. Avoid touching the front of the gown. You can hold your gown up by the corners. Slip your arm into the gown. If you need to adjust it, you can pull inside and pull it down, okay? But you want to remember to not touch the front of the gown, okay? Tie at the neck. And then you want to make sure that when you get ready to tie the back of the gown, you want to make sure that the gown is closed and no skin is exposed, okay?
So overlap.
Yeah. And then you don't want to tie the necktie and then put it over your head. You want to reach behind and tie it for your test, okay? I'm in trouble today. I normally do not. Then tie at the waist. See how it's overlapping? And then take your ties at the waist and tie again. Now some ties, like this gown, it's on the side. Some will be back here, some are on the front, and you can rig it around, okay, to the back. So now we're gonna take our gloves. And now I'm donning PPE now, okay? Donning is a fancy word for putting it on, okay? Okay, I have on my glove. You wanna make sure the cuff of your glove overlaps the cuff of your wrist, so no skin is exposed. So now I have donned PPE. So now with doffing PPE, which is removing, fancy word for removing. Okay, you guys don't need to say don on and doff off, because you're basically saying off and on twice. So you start with your gloves. So with CSU, or credential, should I say, you need to pinch. And I know that's different, huh? So you need to pinch the first glove and pull it off.
Question, can you pinch the middle and?
So you wanna pinch right here and pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah. And then hold all questions until
Okay,
after.
sorry.
Okay? No, you fine. Take your glove that you have removed, put it in this hand, and then slide your fingertips underneath the wrist of the other. Okay? Remove your glove, put it straight into the biohazard bin. Okay? We'll pretend that's a biohazard bin. And then you want to untie at the waist to remove the gown. Untie at the neck. Okay. Now, it's a couple ways that you can remove. You can remove it like that. Make sure you roll it away from you, okay? And then straight into the biohazard bin. I find that easier for me. Some people do this. Sorry, y'all, these gowns have been with me. So some people pull the wrist out like that, reach into the other wrist, and then grab the sleeves, and they're still turning inward as they're taking the gown off. Not touching the front. Rolling, making sure the gown is being rolled away from them. And then straight into the biohazard bin. Now, that's in the biohazard bin. I've sanitized my hands. Document, skills complete. Okay? You never want to leave out of the room with this on.